Hey guys, Susanna here. I'm finally getting around to finishing my last page on the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Still haven't put it together. That's something that I'll do a little bit later. So what I'm just going to move that stuff over. What I've done already, I'll just stick that in here, is stitched all the background on, sort of go around and around. That's the that lace part. Stitched that down. I've actually used this awesome Milliners, like it's a vintagey Milliners thread that I purchased from a store. Had quite a few made in Australia, so it's vintage. It's really good, like nice and firm, and stitch that down with it. And I thought I'll stitch that down, and even though this is sort of cream and that's white, it's stitched down okay. So thought that a bit boring for you to watch me do that stitching down. Now this heart here is something that I had on my vintagey piece, so I am going to do similar, just sort of do like a running stitch. I've even still got some of this button, yeah, so just that will hold that down. I think I've done 3 rows all the way around, and then this tiny little piece on the bottom here, I thought I wouldn't mind doing some feather stitch like I've done here. I like that look. So since that had hearts and everything on it, I would use that. So, but for now, so I'm going to do the feather stitch in this colour, because I want to bring the blue down here a little bit. I've got some of this, and so I'm going to stitch that on there, and then I'm going to do some French knots in here, and I've got buttons and bits and pieces. But for now, on the top one, this is what I got from my collaboration, the one I did actually with Rachel and Sarah and Jeanette and Brooks and all those other ladies. I think this may be from Loretta or Jeanette from My Cottage Crafts. I'm not sure, so maybe you can let me know, one of you girls, in the comments. So she's done all the work. That's the bits and pieces that I've gotten. I might take that out. There we go. So I'm going to put it on with a stem stitch that way, because as you can see, it's a bit frayy, and if you do use a stem stitch, hopefully that'll keep that down, and if it frays, it's not so bad. Oh, bit of white here. Yeah, it's more the fabric underneath. It's really hard to sew through this pink gingham. Okay, and I thought, rather than take away, I'm just adding some of this lighter blue around the outside of it. So how are we all going? I've just loved doing this Journal of Stitchery with this lovely community of people, and yeah, it has been a lot of fun. I've prepared my journal for the next one, the see the catches, the Christmas one, which today I think she's going to be bringing out some instructions or prompts or whatever I've purchased a lovely kit from Lisa. I really loved, there was like a little Nordic village which actually reminds me of the little houses and stuff in Holland. So I think I experienced maybe 2 Christmases in Holland when I was a baby. I was born in August, so I would have been really young on my first one, and then the second one I would have been you know, maybe 18 months or something like that. So I have experienced them, but I don't remember them. But yeah, I would like to go overseas and experience a white Christmas. My brother lives in, one of my many brothers lives in England, and I thought it might be nice down the track with my husband to go down in December, well, and maybe experience a Christmas with them. That might be nice. At least you're having Christmas with some family, because that's what Christmas is about, isn't it? So now okay, I don't know how I'm going to go keeping up with this next month's one. You know, you're going to do 2 within a month, so yeah. The book that I've got is a bit smaller than this one. Look, you'll see it in the video when I do it anyway, because I thought that way I might get it done a little quicker. It's got little deers on there, which is perfect. I mean, of course, the spine, I'm going to have to take that out, but yeah, I just thought I'll make it a little smaller. Maybe I might get it done a little quicker. Yeah. So I've got some, just gathering together some bits and pieces. I've got that. I actually bought a Christmas pack from Lisa last year, so I've still got bits and pieces of that, which I used on my advent calendar, which some of you may have seen me do, so I'll use up some of those. And I've got the cutest fabric. I'll show you when we start doing that one. I bought at a craft show. It's got little mice, and oh, it's just so cute. So I'll probably use some of that too. Now, okay. Well, I will pause it and finish that off, and then I will come back when that's done. Okay, I'm back again. So finished doing that, and while I was there I stitched on a button. So now I'm going down to here and I'm going to do a feather stitch. And every time I do a feather stitch, I always get out my little book so I know what I'm doing. So okay, what we're going to do is you start off here, and oh, here we go, and you go here and come up here. I don't want to do it too big. That's sort of a bit like the, you know, the Y stitch that we do. Then I'm going to be able to see it. Yeah, not too tight. And then go in there and on that inside, go over the top, and then we go on the other side and go over the top of that. Bring that in. And we continue doing that sequence all the way around. I'm going all the way. A bit hard for you to see because I'm making it a little small. To maybe make sure that it's being held down. Make sure that it goes over the top. I'll actually grab the top of that, go in the actual heart a little bit. That's going to be better. I think because it's so small, it proves to be a little bit tougher. Right. Okay. Ugh. There is a flow of how it goes, but I just want to be too precise is my trouble. How come it didn't have this much trouble when I did the other one? Okay. Maybe you do need to do it. Like that. Okay. I'll just have a look at my piece. That line is more in the middle here. It's almost like a blanket stitch, but skew if. One way and the other. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm getting a bit of a rhythm in. Okay, there we go. There's a few layers going through, and it ain't happy. Okay, well, rather than you suffering me being little miss precise, I'll turn off the video. Oh, see, I can feel this pink underneath, so that's probably why I'm having a bit of trouble with it. I'll turn the camera off again and come back, and I'm going to put a little button on there as well. So hopefully you were able to see how it's going. Okay, back again. Finished that, sewed the button on when I finished that. I think that looks rather nice. It was a bit fiddly, but it's worth it in the long run because it looks okay. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to, got an appointment that I need to go to, so I've got to finish filming this. This one, I won't worry about it because I've already shown how to do that when I did this. So if you want to have a look on one of the Vintage Heart tutorial, Vintage Heart or something like that. But you're just going to do a running stitch all the way around and then sew a button in there, so you know what you need to do for that part. So I'll do this, not that, you know, that's what I'm going to be doing, not you need to do, because this is my personal one. I'm going to give it a couple of, make it a big knot. It's going to be fairly subtle because it is quite a light colour. So this is sort of like a colonial knot. Learnt that one from Lisa Maddock. She sort of combines a colonial knot with a French knot. Okay. So colonial knot is just like that, but then a French knot is where you loop it. So I'm just looping it twice, just to make it that little bit bigger. This sort of gives this a little bit of interest, as well as adding a little bit of colour to it. And I'm thinking of putting, rather than having one button on that, I'm going to have a button here, button there, and a button there. And then I was going to put that there because it does fit, but I don't know, I'll see. Got these buttons I got given to me. Ooh, that's nice. From my friend Jeanette from our thing, so I may put that on there. A minute. Cut that open. I like this. Yeah. That really gives it that real vintagey look. Oh, these are pretty, Jeanette. Yeah, I like. That's probably the one I'll go with. That might work too, but I need for it to stand out, so I'll use that one. Okay, so we'll keep going. Oh, that looks really pretty. I might just do 3 small French knots on that one, so that they're not so big as those other little ones. Because there's 3 close together. I didn't think you would see too much of this, but you do, which is I'm very happy about. Okay, and then I'm glad I'm finally getting this finished on I've been a bit slack with finishing up this last one. Yeah, that's why it's hard to get through, because it's got that gingham underneath and it's a bit of a pain fabric to get through. I like it. Looks really cute, very soft and subtle. Yes, I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this, and it will be nice, even though it'll be a bit of a challenge to try and keep up with the Christmas one. I think it'll be really nice to have a really pretty journal sitting amongst my Christmas decorations under the tree. That'd be nice. Okay, that 1, 2, and then we're going to sew the buttons on, and then I'm pretty much done. Really like how this has got all of the edging of a thing that I've done. Okay, so we'll grab the little buttons. It's cute. At least it gives it a bit of colour, which is good. It was looking a little bland. You don't need to do much in order to, most of the work was done in the background. Okay, right, stitch that in there, and about there. If I do a different colour. No, I won't. Part of me is sort of a bit reluctant to do 3 like this, because it can look a little bit like a face, but I think once it's all sewn and everything, it'll be alright. Especially since it's got the little French knots on the bottom there. Very pretty. Love these buttons. They're really nice, a vintage 1950 buttons that I managed to grab in a stash. Okay. Okay, and then the last one. Okay. Yep. I'll do the rest off camera, and the picture will probably be in the thumbnail, or I'm going to be putting it on the Journal of Stitchery Facebook page, and probably on my Instagram as well, because I usually do. And then that one's going to have this one. I like that, with the pink stitching that will hold that down. See how it's sort of steering up a little bit? I really like it. I think that's cute. There we go. Have a bit of a look. I like that. So that's my last page done. Well, it will be. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye.